everybody! It's World War III!
Oh, you passed another rest stop!
I am not stopping again.
Who doesn't enjoy speculating about the future?
A mini black hole.
And when those predictions come from the iconic American TV show The Simpsons, you know things are about to get interesting.
Establish a human settlement on Mars 10 years from today.
Today, we're diving into 30 predictions that The Simpsons might have in store for 2025. Let's dive in. Number 1. AI takes over jobs. We only started hearing about artificial intelligence about 4 years ago, but The Simpsons knew about it long before that. Throughout the show, there are multiple references to AI and its impact on the job industry. Let's take a look at one of them. One notable episode is Treehouse of Horror 13th, which features a segment called The Devil and Homer Simpson. There is a funny take on automation and technology's impact on employment. Homer Simpson's, one of the main characters, loses his job because of testing positive for alcohol at work. His firing led to the uproar of AI and automation. Do you think something similar might happen in the real world in 2025? Will robots take over and leave us jobless? Well, we have already seen a lot of AI softwares taking over the market, but will this impact our jobs? Only time will tell. The world will become a chaotic place to live in, for sure, if that happens. Number 2. Black holes. Next up on the list is the appearance of a black hole on Earth. We've already discovered black holes, but much of what we know about them remains a mystery. Let's see what The Simpsons take on black holes. In one episode of the show, a small black hole appears and begins to grow as objects get sucked into it.
The black hole is looking a lot bigger. Does anybody want to admit to throwing things in?
Eventually, it reaches a point where the black hole consumes everything, and the things and people inside get shifted to another planet, where aliens greet the characters. That is frightening. What if the same event occurs in 2025? Do you think we will be able to survive a black hole? I mean, they have discovered a nearby black hole. Number 3. Holograms technology. The Simpsons are miles ahead of us. Take a look at this. In one of the episodes, Bart to the Future, Bart Simpson receives a hologram message inviting his band to perform at a club. It showcases the widespread use of holograms for communication and entertainment purposes. How did The Simpsons come up with the idea of using holograms? Do you think it is one of the prophecies that will come true in 2025? Could hologram technology eventually replace our mobile phones? There are so many questions that only time will reveal the answers to. Number 4. Hovercars. Hovercars seem like something that only exists in sci-fi movies. But it doesn't just end there. The popular animated TV series, The Simpsons, has made multiple predictions about it. In one future set episode, Bart and Lisa are shown using hovercars to travel around the city. Hovercars are shown as the usual way to get around. This display of hovercars isn't just an imagination, as it tells about the current progress in technology research. Do you think we'll reach the point where we can invent hovercars in 2025? If you think about it, Elon Musk has been talking about some similar ideas. Number 5. Nuclear apocalypse. Next up, we have The Simpsons' prophecy of a nuclear apocalypse. Yes, you heard it right. It is frightening, right? In the episode named Homer the Great, there is a joke about a nuclear disaster being part of a secret society's plan. Also, another episode shows the aftermath of a nuclear apocalypse. It shows the destruction of mankind, with Homer Simpson as the only survivor. While the TV show is all fun and games, it is a very serious topic. Given the current political unrest and chaos around the world, do you think we might face the threat of a nuclear war? We should all hope that this Simpsons prediction never comes to pass. Number 6. Teaching AI robots. A few years back, no one would have thought of humans teaching AI robots. But look at everything now. And by the way, it is one of foretellings made on the popular American TV show of the 90s, The Simpsons. It might come true in 2025, so keep a close watch on it. In one of the episodes, Homer and other teachers are asked to teach AI robots. After that, they are capable enough to apply for student loans and go to Ivy League schools in America. Well, scientists are actually teaching AI to do different jobs. But this, it sounds like a threat to students. What are your thoughts on this? Number 7. Training to live in space. Next, we have a prediction about humanity's efforts to explore space and make other planets habitable. Let's take a look at The Simpsons' take on this. In this episode, Homer's family visits a research facility and finds out about a project named Exploration Incorporated.
Well, this mission really gives me hope. I'm tired of nothing but bad news about the future.
The project aims to advance human exploration of Mars by training people to live in space and eventually sending them to the Red Planet to establish a settlement. Given that NASA and other space companies have been working on projects similar to those displayed in this episode of the show, do you think we will be able to live on Mars soon? We have already developed simulations of the Martian environment, where astronauts are living to get accustomed to life in space. Do you think we'll be able to live on Mars in the near future? Number 8. Kamala Harris, taking over the office. Coming up next is another foretelling that took place in real life after 2 decades. The 2000 episode, titled Bart to the Future, shows Lisa Simpson winning the elections and taking over the office after Trump's administration. She talks about the budget, her administration's key goals, and the economic collapse that happened under the previous government. Doesn't all of this sound familiar? It is because of the series of events that occurred when Kamala Harris became the vice president after the 2021 elections, taking over after Trump. Want to hear another mind-boggling similarity? Kamala Harris wore a purple suit and pearl jewelry that closely resembled what Lisa wore in the cartoon. Number 9. Trapped in dome. Being trapped in a dome? That sounds terrible. A scene from the Simpsons movie 2007 shows a city being trapped in a dome by the government. Considering the current cost of living, this prediction might come true in 2025, so that the government could cut down people's consumption by creating a gated environment.
Ipa! Trapped forever! It's all come true!
As the cartoon shows, they could cut off the electricity and internet as well. Is this possible? Number 10. The end of the world. While The Simpsons has made predictions about future technological advancements, economic collapses, and political situations, it has also forecasted the possibility of the world's end. Let's take a look at the details of this prophecy. In one episode, Homer Simpson predicts the end of the world.
Revelation 6:13, just before the rapture, the stars will fall to the earth.
And shares his expectations with his friends and family. However, when the anticipated day arrives, he feels let down. Unexpectedly, after the world ends, Homer finds himself sent to heaven. This episode suggests that the world could cease to exist at any moment without any warning or indication. Number 11. Mind control through music. Mind control through music? That sounds unsettling. As music plays a substantial role in our daily lives, it is quite easy to fall into this trap. Don't you agree? Here is what The Simpsons has revealed about this. An episode on the TV show depicts mind control through music when Bart and his friends, Nelson, Milhouse, and Ralph, join a music band. But, in reality, the band is a scheme by the US Army to convey a subliminal message to the young generation. This, in return, would brainwash them. Number 12. Virtual dining. Virtual dining sounds like something straight out of a fiction movie, right? If this prediction comes true, it will completely transform the dynamics of the world. In one of the episodes, the main characters, Homer and Marge, are seen eating through a feeding tube while wearing a VR headset. They not only showcase the use of virtual reality in our daily lives, but also threw light on the dangers of overusing this technology. If we begin incorporating VR into our daily lives, like the characters in the cartoon, do you think it will significantly change our lifestyles? Number 13. Self-driving cars of the future. Self-driving cars sound very convenient, right? But things don't always get as planned. Take a look at this Simpsons prediction for 2025. In an episode called The Days of the Future, a self-driving car is shown malfunctioning. The car fails to stop when the passenger requests a restroom break. Such a frightening situation, right? Although we have already moved towards automation of cars, there is still a long way to go. Over the years, many technology-related predictions made on the show have come to reality. Do you think we'll see such an advancement in our transportation in the near future? It would be great if this happens, right? Number 14. America wins the gold medal in curling. Up next, we have another Simpsons prediction that came true after 8 long years. An episode titled Boy Meets Curl of Season 21 follows Homer and Marge as they try curling for fun. After some time, they join the US Olympic team with Agnes and Seymour Skinner. Things get wild when they set out on a journey to win the gold medal in the 2010 Winter Olympics against the Swedish team. The prediction gained attention when, 8 years later, the US men's curling team won gold at the 2018 Winter Olympics, defeating Sweden, just like in the episode. Isn't it wild that a cartoon show could predict something so significant nearly a decade in advance? Number 15. World of Tomorrow. Have you ever wondered what the future might be like? No need to worry, because The Simpsons often seem to have knowledge of the future trends with its surprisingly accurate predictions. Next up is a prediction about what the world might be like in the near future. In this episode, Lisa and Marge visit a place called the Future Sphere. It shows the level of advancements we might achieve. People wouldn't walk, they would fly. Not only that, humans will be ruled by robots. Scary stuff. Number 16. Solar cars. Next up on the list of predictions for 2025, we have solar-powered cars. On the episode Path to Glory, Lisa invents a car powered by solar energy to enter in a race at Alternative Energy Derby. But things go downhill when a huge Duff Banner plane blocks out the sun, making her car stop. It makes her upset. And as we know, there are few models of solar-powered cars in the market, so this prediction coming true wouldn't be a shocker. Number 17. Ivanka Trump for president. The Simpsons sometimes mirror real-life figures in their storytelling. Looking for an example? Take a look at this 2025 prediction. The Simpsons is famous for its surprising predictions, including a hint about Ivanka Trump's future. In the episode Bart to the Future, which aired in 2000, Lisa Simpson is shown as the President of the United States. She mentions that Donald Trump was a former president. Do you think this prediction might come true in upcoming elections? If Ivanka Trump became president, it would be a milestone in US history, marking the first time a woman held the office. It would also strengthen people's belief in the Simpsons predictions even further. Don't you think so? Number 18. World War III. World War III? No! We are not ready for this. There are multiple references to World War III or something similar to it on The Simpsons. In an episode, Homer Simpson is shown training his family for a nuclear war, while in another episode, there's a segment that comedically depicts a major global conflict. This part of the episode imagines a big war or crisis on a global scale. Given the current political instability around the world, do you think we might end up in World War III in the coming years? Aside from this, the show also made predictions about the Russia-Ukraine war, which indeed came true.
I thought you guys broke up.
Yes, that's what we wanted you to think.
Isn't it eerie how closely the show's fictional depictions resemble real-life events? Let's hope this prediction doesn't come true anytime soon. Number 19. Trump as president. The Simpsons predicted the next president. Let's explore their forecasts. In the episode Bart to the Future, Lisa Simpson is seen as President of the United States. But that's not the important part. In the future, she mentions that Donald Trump had been president before her. Hold on, what was once a funny exaggeration turned out to be true when Trump actually became president in 2016. Isn't this absurd? Furthermore, there are several instances that hint at Trump's presidential win in future elections. Like in an episode, Homer can be seen flying past a board. But wait, what's that? The board reads Trump 2016, then 2020, then 2024, and then 2028. Do you think this hints at Trump winning the 2024 elections? Number 20, baby translator. A baby translator? That would be a game changer for parents. In the Simpsons episode titled Lisa the Simpson, Martin Prince invents a baby translator that translates baby talk into English, allowing adults to understand what babies are saying. Although the characters initially ignore it as a joke, their jaws drop when they see it actually working.
Now, I bet you're all wondering what lies under this sheet.
Not really. We peeked inside while you were in the John.
Oh, well, here it is again. My baby translator.
This invention hints at the possible future invention of a device that will ease communication between babies and adults. It's a great idea, isn't it? Imagine how fun it would be talking to babies and how comforting it is for parents to understand what they need. It will make life easier for parents. Number 21. Apple Vision Pro. The Simpsons had already predicted the Apple Vision Pro. That's incredible. Is there anything that The Simpsons has not predicted before? I guess no, because there is an eerie similarity between what is depicted on the show and how the world is today.
This is similar to clips we've seen recently of people out and about wearing their Apple Vision headset.
In a Future Set episode back from 2016, people are shown using a headset that lets them see whatever they desire. They can transport to different places and do things without actually performing them. Doesn't this sound familiar? It does, because this is how the Apple Vision Pro works. I'm curious about how the show's writers came up with all these ideas. Number 22. FIFA scandal. Coming up next is a prophecy made by The Simpsons regarding the famous FIFA scandal that came to light in 2015 related to bribery. You might wonder how the show could have predicted this so long ago. Well, that's a mystery in itself. In one episode, the show humorously highlights the corruption and misconduct that occur behind the scenes of international football matches. Homer Simpson refuses to accept a bribe from the soccer player who received a red card. Do you think this was a coincidence or an actual theory that turned out to be true? Number 23. Letter from Beatles. Up next, we've got another Simpsons prediction that actually came true. In an episode, Homer tells a funny story about his past as part of a band called the B Sharps, which is similar to the Beatles and their rise to fame. One scene has the characters getting a letter from a fictional version of the Beatles' manager, named Nipper.
What's this? From Springfield, USA.
The letter appreciates the band's latest work, kind of like how the Beatles' real manager might have. It's a clever shout-out to the Beatles and how The Simpsons love to mix real pop culture into its episodes. Number 24. Disney Fox acquisition. Yes, You heard it right. The Simpsons predicted 19 years prior to the Disney-Fox acquisition that Disney would buy 20th Century Fox. Crazy, right? In the episode Bart to the Future, there is a brief sighting of a sign in the background that lists 20th Century Fox as part of a larger media company that includes Disney. It actually turned out to be true. This episode is often cited as having predicted the 2019 acquisition of 21st Century Fox by the Walt Disney Company. Number 25. Pandemic and Murder Hornets. Check out this one of the most unsettling Simpsons predictions that recently came true. In the episode Lisa's Wedding, which aired in 1995, a scene shows a fictional virus called the Osaka flu causing a global pandemic. This depiction of a virus outbreak has an uncanny resemblance with that of COVID-19. So, was the COVID-19 pandemic already predicted by a 90s animated TV show? This is absolutely absurd. How can this happen? It is another one of Simpsons' predictions that came true. Do you find this strange too? Number 26. Release of Barbie movie coincides with Trump's arrest. Next on the list, we have overlapping events that sparked a frenzy around the globe. Let's get into the details. The release of the Barbie movie in July 2023 coincided with the news of former President Donald Trump's arrest and the eerie part. The Simpsons has predicted that too. In one episode, the newscaster can be seen briefly talking about Trump's arrest and quickly heading on to discuss a movie release.
Much like the taste of dried onion meal, but they love the doll. A second plastic Malibu Stacy took America by storm.
The difference between the cheerful world of Barbie and Trump's legal troubles turned into a popular topic for jokes and discussions on social media platforms. What do you think about this? Was this a coincidence or something planned? Number 27. Zombie apocalypse. The next prediction from The Simpsons involves a zombie apocalypse. Terrifying, right? In one of the segments, a fast food restaurant serves a burger that causes people to become zombie-like. It depicts a food-related apocalypse.
This lucky reporter will be the first human to sample this delicious crime against nature.
Everyone except for the Simpson family turns into zombies, leading to widespread chaos and confusion. While the show presents it in a comedic light, a real-life zombie apocalypse would likely result in a major global outbreak. Let's hope this prediction doesn't come to pass anytime soon. Do you think you would be able to survive a zombie apocalypse if it were ever to happen? Number 28. AI goes rogue. Next up on this list is artificial intelligence going rogue and taking over humans. That sounds frightening. How will we manage to survive if robots take over the world? Let's see what The Simpsons has to say about this matter.
Alcohol is harmful to humans.
Yeah. Save your breath.
We have no breath.
Footage from the episode Them, Robot depicts AI-powered robots malfunctioning and ultimately causing chaos. Once Homer repairs them, the robots begin to act evil and ignore the commands given to them. What if this prophecy is fulfilled in 1925? It would lead to a major collapse. We're making significant progress in AI and robotics, but what if this is the potential outcome? It will cause mankind's destruction, right? Number 29. Economic collapse. There are multiple prophecies made by The Simpsons regarding economic collapses. Let's take a look at a few of such references. In The Simpsons episode Treehouse of Horror 9, there's a segment called The Shining, where Homer's job at the nuclear power plant leads to a future economic collapse. The episode jokingly predicts an economic collapse that results in widespread chaos and a breakdown of society. In the episode Bart to the Future, Lisa, who has become president,
as you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump,
also talks about the budget left by the previous government. She finds out that there is no such budget remaining. This is similar to what happened when Kamala Harris took office as vice president after Trump's administration, where she also talked about an economic collapse caused by COVID-19. Do you see the resemblance between the events? Number 30. Trump assassination attempt. The last entry of this video is about a foretelling that came true recently. Trump's assassination attempt. Yes, you heard it correctly. The Simpsons had already predicted it. Although it wasn't a direct prediction, there were slight hints pointing towards such an event. In one episode, Bart Simpson reveals his plan to a friend, involving a mischievous prank to harm the city's mayor at an opening ceremony. In one scene, there's a quick, offhand joke where a newspaper headline reads, "President Trump shot." It's a creepy example of how the show seems to predict things in a darkly humorous way. That is it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell icon to get all our videos on time. Until next time.